Hello, my name is Antonio Marco. This is my diversity exercise project. The mall I attended was International Mall. I decided to be disabled in a wheelchair. My friend's dad is a doctor, and I was able to get a wheelchair from his clinic. I will answer the following questions. Number one, describe the experience and how you felt. At first, I felt scared and nervous. I didn't know if I was going to be able to complete this project without cheating and getting up and doing something myself. I was nervous because I didn't know what to expect out of this. Thankfully, my mom was able to come with me and help me. I will now answer question number two. Describe the experience and what you learned as you moved from the parking lot. Go through the mall into several large and small stores, the bathroom, and having a menu. As I was getting out of the car, my mom pulled me into the wheelchair. I kept on trying to do it on my own. However, my mom kept on reminding me that I'm not able to move. As I was walking towards the mall, I noticed a good amount of handicapped parking spaces. I actually saw another lady that was handicapped being helped out. As I was about to enter the mall, I pressed the button so that the doors open electronically, and an older man just went ahead of me, which I found it to be rude. At the moment, I felt strange, and I also felt if I wasn't being noted. The first store I went into was Old Navy. I had I had told my mom to let me wander around the store alone and see if anyone volunteers to help me get something. I happened to like a shirt, but it was hung up high and I wasn't able to get it. One of Old Navy's employees happened to pass by and asked me very nicely if I needed help. The employee definitely brightened my day after what the man at the entrance did to me earlier. My mom and I went to other stores, and I noticed that some stores had small corners where a handicapped person wouldn't be able to go through. One store that caught my attention was Bebe. It was a big store and had lots of open spaces. Their fitting room wasn't quite big enough, but the doors were curtains, which I think is very convenient for the handicapped. My mom and I decided to go to the food court. I went on my own to get Subway. The person who made my sandwich was extremely nice. He was a young man. He was very polite and wasn't making it weird that he couldn't see me that well. I felt like a normal person, being that was being treated fairly. Question number three. As a result of this experience, how will it affect the way you interact with others? I think that after this experience, I would be more helpful with people. One thing that I would never do is take up a handicapped space, for example, at a restaurant. If they have a section, a specific table that has for a handicap, I wouldn't use it. Neither would I go to a bathroom and use the handicap bathroom. Question number three. As a result of this experience, how should companies change their training or accommodations? I think that companies should always be considering thinking about people that are in a wheelchair, blind, or deaf when coming up with new strategies. By that I mean not putting clothes too high where someone that is in a wheelchair can get it. I think that there should be more spaces in some stores. Like I had mentioned before about Forever 21, there wasn't that much space to move around. Question number five. Does the way companies treat the disabled and impaired affect your buying habits? Why or why not? No, the way companies treat the disabled or impaired does not affect my buying habits. As I went through the stores, I didn't see any type of discrimination against the disabled or impaired. Question number six. If you became disabled or severely impaired, how do you think or how do you hope you would handle it? Honestly, I do not think I would handle it very well. I'm very independent and can't have anyone else to think for me. For example, I like cleaning my room, doing my own laundry, getting my car clean, just to name a few. It would be a very hard transition for me. Question number seven. Which is the greatest ability in slash impairment? A physical one or learned dependency? I think that the hardest one would be disabled because you have to depend on someone else and you can't really do something on your own. Question number eight. Can being underestimated actually be a huge advantage? If so, how? Yes, I think that being underestimated is a huge advantage. Just because a person is disabled or impaired does not mean that they can do the same activity as someone that isn't disabled or impaired. For example, Eric Wehemeyer is the first blind person to reach the summit of Mount Everest. He is a long distance biker, a marathon runner, an ice climber, and a rock climber, which I admire because he's disabled and he's able to do things that we can do. Overall, I learned that this was a very good project, and this concludes my diversity project. Thank you.